The music is from some Into the Pit related thing. And I thought the music was funny, so. Alright, I think I'm just gonna let this playthrough of the song finish up and then switch off the starting soon screen. Okay. Okay, we're gonna... Is it working properly wide? Okay, yes, I think. Okay, so this is, hang on, there we go. It's a little scuffed looking, because I have no idea how to run something like this, but here we are, it works, probably. The cough has not gone away, but I feel slightly better, and I have slightly more time, so here we are. Alright, so, for those who are not aware, there's a whole bunch of stuff releasing for Five Nights at Freddy's in the whole this week and last week, the last part of last week. And I don't really play the fan games or anything. I barely even play the normal games. So I didn't do any stuff for like the fan games and stuff, but this is official book thing, and I didn't even consider streaming it until I saw Rytos do it. I'm like, oh, I can do that. And so here we are. How often do I get recognized in public? Only if I tell them first. I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm like, if it's a FNAF related conversation, or I'm just like, oh yes, I have a YouTube channel, and they're like, oh, what's your YouTube channel? And I'm like, idsfantasy, and they're like, you know, now that you mention it, your voice sounds familiar. So that's the only instance of getting recognized I get, because no face reveal or anything. Sounds good, Rye. Alright. Will I be playing Dead by Daylight? Seeing as I could barely get myself to play the first half of Security Breach, second half coming eventually. Not sure when, but it will happen eventually. Since I could barely get myself to play that, probably not gonna play the Dead by Daylight FNAF collab that just got announced today, but, I'll probably watch people do it. The solution is to assume everyone I meet is idsfantasy. I mean, go nuts, I guess. Oh, there's one missing link in this book. I'll point it out and where to go if you find it. Okay, thank you. Alright. I have a water bottle, so hopefully I don't cough too much during this, but I will be coughing. So, VIP. Let's get started. Okay. Special thanks to DJ Sturf. Very cool. Alright. You, Devin, are the luckiest 12-year-old boy in the world because you just won 2 special VIP passes to Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex. An all-day, all-you-can-eat, all-expenses-paid experience for you and one of your best... You're bringing Ike, Mom says, looking at the colorful printout in your hand that shows Glamrock Freddy pointing at you with the words, "You're a winner!" What? Mom, no, Mom, you wail. You can't think of anything less fun than spending the whole day with a mobile snot factory that is your 6-year-old brother. Yes! Ike shouts. Did that sound like a question or a suggestion? Did that sound like a question or a suggestion? Mom crossed her arms. Either you both go or no one goes. Poof. There goes your dream of being the most popular kid in your class. At least while everyone competes to be the one to join you at the Pizzaplex. Fine, you sulk. You, Devin, are the unluckiest 12-year-old boy in the world, because you just won 2 special VIP passes to Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex for you and your little brother. You have to waste one of your precious VIP passes on your brother, but this is still going to be so much fun. You can just ignore the tag-along like you usually do while you have the time of your life. Even though you live near the Pizzaplex, you hardly ever get to go. Your boring parents don't like flashy lights and noise, and they say it's overpriced and the animatronics are disconcerting. Well, they've got a point there. Which you think means they don't like the glam rock band's music. That is not what that means. That is really funny pun, though. It's been ages since you were there last, at a classmate's birthday party, but it seems like the place gets bigger every year, and they're always adding new rides. As you explore the Pizzaplex, you'll face many choices that lead to various outcomes. Before you begin this adventure, make sure you have something to write on. That's why I have my little inventory thing over here. There will be many details to keep track of, and certain pages will provide instructions you'll want to remember. You may even need to do some simple math. Sorry. For example, if you find an item you want to hold on to, write it down for later, and when you use it, cross it out. No cheating. Ready, Freddy? Sure. Alright, chat. Hang on, can I do a poll? Start poll. Do I start with easy or hard difficulty? Or normal, I mean. Because difficulty level. And in the meantime, I'll just talk to chat. Okay. Yeah, because the thing is, like, we'll be able to probably have a better shot at getting a good ending if we go easy mode, but yeah, I figured that would be the thing here. All right. So, chat, any how's it going? Will I play Into the Pit? I'm planning on it. We'll see how it goes. I don't know how much time I'll have, but cuz I'm planning to get out a video on the shadow animatronics this week, and then next week I'm going to be traveling to North Carolina for reasons. So look forward to that. And then but after that I might be able to do some more streaming if I don't finish the first day. Will I be live streaming Into the Pit? Yeah. Did I watch the interview with Scott? Yeah, I thought it was really cool. It's interesting to get some insight into some of the behind-the-scenes stuff. All endings took me about 4-ish hours. For VIP, I'm not gonna have time to do that now, but I'll try to get to one ending. There's a thing I'm going to with some people in my apartment building at 2 hours from now. So North Carolina's where MatPat is. I have a theory. Good theory. One or two endings is totally doable. Okay, that's good. How do you get VIP? It's a just free download thing. You can. I got this for free on the Google Play Books, whatever. But yeah, if you look it up, you'll probably be able to find it somewhere, or on Twitter. I think I found someone on Twitter who had the link to all the sites, which is I followed that link and then got to this, and it's a whole thing. But yeah, was I satisfied with Scott Cawthon's answer about the box? Yeah, it's pretty much exactly what I thought the box was going to be. It was like it was going to go somewhere, and then it didn't, so it never got revealed. What confuses me most about the FNAF lore? The dirt pile and Midnight Motorist. That's it. That's the one thing. If I were to get a lore question to Scott, that's my one thing I'd ask about is the freaking dirt pile. All right. Seeing as normal difficulty has is winning by a large margin, we're going to end that poll here. I'm just gonna put. I can type, yes. Normal difficulty. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So, playing on normal difficulty, we do not get Faz tokens. Ripperoni. Alright. Okay, but 5 laps looks like it's gonna shed some light on Midnight Motors. Oh yeah, like, it already has. I did a short as soon as I found out that, like, the Midnight Motor car has a little yellow spring Bonnie head on the back of it, essentially. I was thrilled. I was very excited, and I excitedly texted several of my friends, like, you have no idea what just happened, this is awesome. Anyway, so William Afton is probably... I tend to be very not definitive when I say things, but I personally think it is basically confirmed that William Afton is the yellow guy in Midnight Motorist. So, anyway, without further ado, on to the book. As your mom drives to the front of Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex, you press your face against the car window to see the giant sign over the entrance. It takes your breath away. Even in the broad daylight, the neon letters and lightning bolts framing the image of the glam rock band are super bright. Lights and lasers flash invitingly just on the other side of the glass doors. You can't wait to get in there. You try to open the rear passenger door, but it's locked. Maybe I should go in with you, Mom says. Yes, you should. Please do. Please save your children from whatever they're about to experience. That's okay, you say quickly. Dang it. Alright, you wave the printout of the winner announcement you received in your email, wondering again how you won a contest you don't even remember entering. Dad called the Megaplex to be sure, and it isn't a scam, though the employee he spoke to didn't know anything about it either. Only 2 guests, remember? I can buy an admission pass. It's not like I'm about to go on any rides or eat Fazbear pizza. She shudders. And miss your spa day? I'll be fine, you say. I'll be fine, Ike parrots in a high voice from the booster seat next to you. You sigh. Mom gives you a sharp look. You're in charge of your brother, Devin. Don't let him out of your sight. What could happen, you ask? They don't call the Mega Pizzaplex the safest place on Earth for nothing. Who on Earth is calling it the safest place on Earth? We've got an entire book series and a couple games saying that's very much not the case. Mom twists around to face you, one eyebrow raised. No one calls it that. Thank you, Mom. But that old marketing campaign was a nice try. Oh my gosh. The release form is mostly fine print and has so many legal disclaimers I considered calling my lawyer before signing it. Why didn't you call the lawyer? Mom, you gotta do stuff like this, especially with Fazbear Entertainment. The place where nothing bad could happen. You are so right. It's obviously nothing bad could possibly happen here. Fazbear calls it the safest place on Earth if you're in the large parking lot where the only danger is getting hit by traffic. Yep. Yeah, basically. Right. But you did sign it, you say. You can trust the Pizzaplex, and you can trust me. I don't think either of those statements are accurate. Go enjoy your free Saturday, Mom. That convinces her. She smiles, and the door unlocks. You pop open the door before she changes her mind and clamber out of the car. Be good. Take care of Ike, she calls as she scurries out after you. He's wearing an eye-watering orange shirt with say cheese on the front of it, which Mom makes him wear in crowded places so he's easier to spot. At least she didn't suggest you bring his leash. Do you want the child harness? She asks. You roll your eyes. I do not. The last thing you want is to be physically tied to your shadow. That's what everyone calls Ike because he's always following you around, and he even looks exactly the way you did at his age, like your twin 6 years apart. Except no way were you ever so annoying and clingy. Ooh! Ike's mouth hangs open as he gapes at the sign above you. Chica! The chicken glamrock is in pink spandex is his favorite. Move it, Spud. You nudge him roughly toward the doors. Passing through the glass doors into the Pizzaplex is like stepping into another world. The lobby is mainly illuminated by the candy-colored neon glow, and you have to blink to let your eyes adjust from sunlight to the dimly lit interior. Ike sticks his fingers in his ears. Relatable. The cacophony of arcade games, loud rock music, and children shouting and laughing is almost overwhelming. You ate breakfast not long ago, but the mouth-watering aroma of fresh pizza, fried food, cotton candy, and popcorn sets your stomach rumbling. This place is unreal. It's fastastic. Okay. Entry gates are straight ahead, but you stop at the welcome desk first and slide the printout of your winner email across to a pale man in a red shirt. The Pizzaplex employee squints at the page as though he doesn't know how to read. He holds the barcode under a scanner and frowns at his computer screen. Huh? What the heck? Your skin starts to itch as you worry that maybe this was a scam or a prank after all. You glance out the doors to the street outside, but your mother's car is gone. The employee looks skeptical. Hold on a second, kids. He opens a drawer and rummages around for a while. He pulls out 2 plastic cards and hands them to you and Ike. Have fun! VIP pass. Okay. Cool. I'm a bit confused as to why it says tap touch here, even though it's the exact same page. Anyway, a line of other kids and their parents has formed behind you, so you step to the side to examine your card. It's a dull gray with a silver magnetic strip on the back and the letters VIP printed on the front in black permanent marker. What's VIP? Ike asks. He pronounces the acronym as a word rhyming with zip. As he should. I think that's reasonable. VIP, you say. Ike giggles. It stands for very important person, you explain. Are we very important? He asks. We're supposed to be. But this card doesn't make you feel important at all. It's so plain compared to the colorful glossy entry passes with the Pizzaplex logo that the employee is handing out to other customers. It's also greasy, with dust, crumbs, and hair stuck to it. Disgusting. You consider swapping with Ike, but his card is covered with flecks of dried tomato sauce, so you just wipe yours against your jeans, planning to wash it off in a bathroom later. You expected the Pizzaplex to roll out the red carpet, but it seems you are on your own. Some kids are using their cards at terminals near the entrance. They must be information kiosks to help plan a visit. I mean, this is a Google Books issue. The settings turn off flowing pages. Ah, okay. Well, that would explain the situation. The terminal option is better trust. All right. Let's go with that. I keep tapping even though I can read the word terminal here, so I know that's where I'm supposed to go. All right. By the time you reach the terminals behind the welcome desk, all but one are already being used by customers. You insert your VIP pass into the slot below its screen, and it's slurped into the wall. The bouncing Pizzaplex logo disappears and is replaced with a blue screen. Terrific, you say. The machine is broken. You pound a fist against the kiosk. Give me back my card! Pixel art pizzas with white wings start flying across the screen, then static crackles across the image. It's glitched, Ike says. You think? You snap. The static clears to reveal the face of a pink cartoon pig with large round glasses that make his eyes look big. He wears an oversized black suit with a loose red tie. Behind his head, a purple synthwave grid moves against a black background. Hi, pig, Ike says. You're super cute. You gently smack the back of Ike's head. He can't hear you, silly. It's just a recording. The pig grins. Good morning, Devin and Ike. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex. He sounds like a young kid with his... Oh.
Good morning, Devin and Ike. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex.
He sounds like a young kid with a stuffy nose. A customized recording, you say? How do you know our names?
I know a lot, he says. I am very informative pig. My friends call me VIP. Will you be my friends?
I'll be your friend VIP, Ike chirps.
Thank you. Stick with me and we'll have oodles of fun together.
Should I keep doing the voice? Nice little picture to include there. It's Doug Dimmadome as an animatronic. That's really funny. And also really funny because I recently just got really invested in the new Fairly OddParents sequel reboot thing. Anyway, oh, tap touch here. Ike's right about one thing. VIP is cute. He reminds you of those animated ads for the Pizzaplex with cartoon renditions of the glam rock animal mascots. But you've never seen or heard of him before. Are you a new feature?
Actually, I have been at the Pizzaplex for a while. However, it's been a very, very long time since I was last activated.
VIP's smile turns upside down, and a large blue tear appears below his right eye. Then he's back to his bright and cheerful self. Ike's hopping up and down in front of the terminal. You ignore him and ask VIP, "What do you do?" A graduation cap pops onto VIP's head.
I think and I know things. I'm a digital companion for Pizzaplex guests. I can answer questions and make suggestions to enhance your visit.
You may want to turn off flowing pages so it's less jumbled. Right. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to turn off flowing pages. I think I'm just gonna have to suffer. Hang on, can I? No, I don't know. And I don't want to, like... This is all, like, very precariously set up, and I don't want to accidentally break something. Get the Amazon one, it's like 1,000 times better. Oh, flowing pages spoils endings. Okay, let's see what I can do. Yeah, we're just gonna whoop. Okay. You guys can't see that, right? Let me pull it up. Amazon.com VIP FNAF. That's not the book. Give me the book. FNAF book. There it is. Okay. Gib. All right. You don't have to lol. It's one of the icons on the top right. See, I was clicking on the various icons up there, but I couldn't figure out how to make it work. Read now. Okay. Okay. So let's do a little bit of okay. Here we go. Okay. And there's a way to turn off. So is this just okay, so this looks like it'll be what is not flowing pages. Okay. Alright. Let's what page were we on over here? 14 to 15. Okay, let's just okay, looks like that's not super helpful. Okay, tap touch here. Use the pass at the terminal. Okay. I think I might, like... never mind, it's fine. Okay. Oh, okay, so here we are. Okay. Where were we? Ike's hopping up and down in front of the terminal. You ignore him and ask VIP, what do you do? A graduation cap pops onto his head. Okay, yes. Okay.
I think and I know things. I am a digital companion for Pizzaplex guests. I can answer questions and make suggestions to enhance your visit.
I have a question, Ike says, shifting from one foot to the other. VIP looks at Ike.
It looks like you need a restroom. Would you like directions?
Ike goes still. I do need to go potty, he says in a hushed voice. Hold it in, you say. I have more important questions. How'd I win this special pass? I never entered any contest.
I am programmed to anticipate what people want. I selected your name from a log of guests in a 5-mile radius who have not returned in 6 or more months, and are not missing or deceased.
Just flat out says it. Alright. You invited us, you ask?
Precisely,
VIP says. That's why the staff wasn't expecting us today, you say. Something falls out into the slot below the screen with a hard thump. You pull it out. It's a large cookie in the shape of VIP's head. What's this, you ask?
A smart cookie for a smart cookie,
VIP says. It's stale. You pass it to Ike. He grabs it eagerly and bites in. Ow! Ike says. Yuck! You said you haven't been activated in a while. Why not, you ask? A frown flickers across VIP's face, but so quickly you might have missed it had you blinked.
Most kids did not appreciate my recommendations and prefer to do everything on their own. Parents have not been interested in paying a premium for my services. Consequently, I have been woefully underutilized, he says. But I know I am an important part of the Mega Pizzaplex, and I can prove it. Go ahead and ask me anything.
Okay. You glance at a poster on the wall showing Glamrock Bonnie the Bunny and Montgomery Gator with their arms over their shoulders, and the words, "Don't ask why animatronics, ask instead, why not more animatronics?" Oh man, the marketing team of this. Of course, they would keep a list of dead kids at Fazbear's. Oh boy. Why not more animatronics indeed? Like that's gone well for the company in the past. What does disconcerting mean, you ask? VIP closes his eyes.
Disconcerting. Adjective. To make one feel troubled or uncomfortable.
The background behind VIP changes to a purple swirl. Purple spiral. Okay, cool. Purple. Yay. Swirling against yellow with red and green triangles falling down the screen.
Here is something to make your day even more magical,
VIP says. He swirls his magic wand, creating a shower of gold sparkles, and something drops into the slot below the screen with a kerthunk. You reach down and pull out a gamepad with a red rubber case, and carrying handles on the sides. You switch it on and are disappointed when VIP's face appears on screen instead of a video game. I too would be disappointed to see VIP's face on the screen of what looks to be a gamepad.
This device allows us to communicate with each other throughout your visit.
VIP says, great, you think? As if he can read your mind, VIP puts his hands together and says,
This is my last opportunity to demonstrate the value I add for guests. If you promise not to ignore me during your visit, I can offer you a Fazbear experience like no other.
What kind of Fazbear experience are we talking about here? Which brand of Fazbear experience? Is this the dying Fazbear experience or the actual enjoyable, normal person Fazbear experience?
And remember, it's all free for the day. Do you promise not to abandon me?
Ike's head bobbles enthusiastically. I piggy promise. Kiss cheer, yay! From the gamepad. VIP fixes his gaze on you. Thank you, Wolf55, for the $5. In your opinion, can you rank the Glamrock animatronics from favorite to least favorite? Roxanne Supremacy Gang on top. Ooh, that's a hard one. I think I like Freddy, Chica, Roxy, and Monty, but I like them all a good amount. I don't have much opinion on Glamrock Bonnie because he's just kind of dead. So I reserve judgment in one way and either way. But thank you for the super chat. All right. So we've got some options here. Do we promise to stick with VIP, or do we not promise to stick with VIP? Because I'm a very indecisive person. So let's see. Let's start another poll and I'll just chat. Promise. No. All right, guys. I'm just gonna chat a little bit. Don't do it, it's bad, don't go with him. I mean, yeah, he's obviously sus. But, you know, you never know, like, it could go slightly less bad if we promise to stick with him and then don't, than if we don't, and you know? Make sure to keep track of your choices. Okay, I have not been doing that. Let's do... I don't have a doc for this. Let's go down here. Choices. That's probably fine. Okay, while the poll's running, I will set this up. Use the thing at terminal. I don't think there's been anything else, like, particularly since then, so, okay. Alright. You want to maybe try to not die for as long as possible, so don't make him mad at you. Yeah, that's my thought process. Play along with him for now. Wasn't paying attention, so I randomly voted. That's okay, it's fine. He's sus, but you know, famous last words. Yep. Alright. I think the pig will kill us. High likelihood, given the franchise. Alright. So it is looking like Promise is winning. So promise to stick... I can type, yes. Okay, promise to stick with VIP. Alright, we're gonna end poll. We promise to stick with VIP. Would you like a glass of water, ID? Don't worry, I have a water bottle. It's just debatably effective given I'm talking so much. You don't like the idea of being stuck with both VIP and Ike for the whole day, especially since the pig wants to be in charge. Having a chaperone, even a virtual one, limited to video screens is the opposite of fun. But VIP is the reason you're here. He's probably lonely, you think. You know how that feels. Or at least you did before Ike started tagging along all the time. Now you wish you had more space from him. Devin, do you promise not to abandon me?
Devin, do you promise not to abandon me?
VIP asks. I guess so, sure, you say, whatever it takes to just get inside the Pizzaplex. The gamepad plays the sound of cheering kids.
I really hope you mean that.
VIP waves his wand and says,
Bazzle bedazzle, your passes are now activated.
the terminal spits out your card and blinks off. On your gamepad screen, VIP raises his fist into the air.
Now who wants to have some mega fun?
He says, me! Ike says, you roll your eyes. At the entrance, you and Ike stand in front of 2 gates and press your cards to the scanners. They flash green and the gates open. Ike runs inside.
No running, please.
VIP says. Ike stops short. Sorry. Perhaps
we should go over the current rules for safety before we continue.
VIP pulls out a scroll tied to a ribbon. When he opens it, the page rolls off the bottom of the screen. You sigh. Wait, did I feel like I pressed the wrong thing. Huh? What, did I accidentally skip the rules or something? Because I feel like there was something before this. This is correct? Okay, pretty sure I did the right thing. Okay. No rules for us, I guess. Alright. There's so much to do at the Mega Pizzaplex, you hardly know where to start. As you pass through the lobby, you look at the vibrant posters of all the attractions, planning out your day. With your VIP pass, you'll finally get to go on all the rides you want. Every birthday party you have been to at the Pizzaplex only included a few tokens for the Fazcade and the boring old Bonnie Bowl. Harsh. Dang. But you've always wanted to try Roxy Raceway, racing go-karts at high speeds on the tracks, snaking through the atrium. And you're itching to go to Fazerblast since you play so many first-person shooters. It would just be a lot more fun to do this with your friends. It would be a lot more fun to do this with your friends than your little brother. The gamepad beeps. You glance at the screen and VIP says,
You look like you are choosing an activity. Would you like some help?
No, I'm good, you say. VIP produces a bowling ball.
The most popular attraction at the Mega Pizzaplex is Bonnie Bowl, and it's best to go before the midday birthday party rush.
He rolls the ball toward the screen and it cracks the glass. Animated shards tumble down, leaving behind a black background. You shake your head, but Ike pipes up, I want a bowl! We aren't bowling, you say. Bonnie Bowl! Ike shouts. VIP saunters back on screen.
No yelling.
Bonnie Bowl! Ike repeats, Bonnie Bull! Bonnie Bull! Bonnie Bull! Is this the only option or is there one on the other page? Okay, so it looks like this is the only option. Oh, I can bookmark pages? That's a good point. I might do that later. I'm assuming Bonnie Bull's the only option here. Bonnie Bull it is. Okay. Off to Bonnie Bowl. Ignore I gave up on capitalization. Okay. On the way toward the bowling alley, you point out other fun attractions like Monty's Maze and Fazerblast, but Ike can't be swayed. VIP isn't helping the situation by feeding you ads for Bonnie Bowl and tips about the game. The more he hypes it up, the less you want to do it. When you pass the Fazcade, you pause and gaze longingly at the rows of arcade and pinball machines inside. You spot your friends Alistair, Gabe, and Emma playing one of your favorite games. Catch that fetch. Fazbear Frights reference, yo. You wish you were hanging out with them instead of your brother. Too bad the Pizzaplex doesn't have a daycare, you say. Pre-daycare Pizzaplex. Interesting.
They plan to build one in the expansion.
That doesn't do me much good now. You sadly continue to follow Ike. Maybe if you let him beat you at Bonnie Bowl quickly, he'll agree to go to the... Am I back? Hello? Hello? Is it fixed again? OBS function, please? Ah! Ah! Okay. Are we okay? Are we good? Okay, we're back. Nice. Good. Okay. Yay. Yeah, I got a notification of OBS is disconnected. I'm like, what? It's like, it's reconnecting. I'm like, reconnect faster, and then it reconnected. Did I finish reading the segment before... Was I able to finish reading the segment before? Okay, Where was I at? Mid-page. Doesn't do me much good now. Okay, thank you. You sadly continue to follow Ike. Maybe if you let him beat you at Bonnie Bowl quickly, he'll agree to go to the arcade next. Unfortunately, bowling with a 6-year-old usually takes time and patience, and you know you're going to waste a lot of your special day there. It's so unfair. Then, you spot something that could give you freedom for a little while. A merry-go-round in the play area. Once Ike is on a carousel, it's almost impossible to get him to leave. He would ride it for hours if you let him. Hours. Alright. I'm assuming... Okay, so do we go to Bonnie Bowl or do we go to the merry-go-round? I think this is a good bookmark spot. Sometimes options get cut off, so make sure to check the next page. Yeah, thank you. Digital little snot machine. Let's see. Bonnie Bowl. I'm seeing a lot of Bonnie Bowl. Let's run a quick little poll and just get the vibe. Bonnie Bowl. Ditch Ike. All right, it is looking like Bonnie Bowl is a clear winner here. All right, please, Bull, he's gonna crack his head open on the carousel. I mean, worse things have happened at Freddy's, you know? This is giving me anxiety as an oldest sibling. Well, I'm like, don't leave him. Yeah, I as an oldest sibling myself, I feel that. All right. So it looks like Bonnie Bowl. And we're going. Oh, lovely. I see the massive game over on screen. Woohoo! Okay. A promise is a promise, and you're supposed to keep an eye on your brother. Even though you know nothing would happen to him here, if he tells your mom you left him out of your sight for even a minute, you won't be allowed back at the Pizzaplex or anywhere else until you're 18. And if he doesn't tell her, he'll always have a way to blackmail you. When you get to Bonnie Bowl, Ike has to use the bathroom first. By the time he's done, a birthday party has arrived, so you end up waiting a half hour for a free lane. Bowling takes forever because Ike rolls his ball so slowly toward the pins. Even with the bumpers keeping it out of the gutter, he barely hits any. It takes all your skill to let him beat you. You're so bad at bowling, Ike says when he wins. You grit your teeth. You finally get to the arcade, but your friends are long gone. Then Ike's hungry, so you go to El Chips for lunch. All afternoon, VIP suggests activities to Ike, and Ike tells you what to do. At closing time, VIP invites you to select your rating of his helpfulness. You tap the number 1, but 5 lights up. 5 stars, VIP says. Thank you. When Mom picks you up, she says, how was it? This was the best day ever, Ike says. Mom smiles at you. You're a good big brother. Yay! Good ending! I love that this ending is like, being a good brother means nobody dies. Five Nights at Freddy's teaching life lessons since whatever your Fazbear Frights book started coming out. I don't care what anyone says, this is the good ending. Yeah, like, why does it say game over? Like, yeah, the game is over, but the game is over in a good way. No one died, and that's the goal, right? So glad we didn't have a CC incident. Yeah, probably for the best. This was a short stream. No, we're gonna do a bit more. I've got about an hour before I have to go. Put choosing Bonnie Bowl in the choices tabs. Choose to go to Bonnie Bowl and not ditch. Okay, so I'm gonna start a new thing and go back to the beginning. Go to hang on. I can just head to my last. Is this where I can check my bookmarks? Okay, no, yeah, bookmark. Okay, so here I'm gonna go back to here. So I'm gonna... ending. Cool. We're just gonna... So now we ditch Ike. Ditch the child. I don't think I need this much room for inventory. Okay. Ditch the child. Let's see. You know, since I'm going to be going... Sorry about all the rearranging. Okay, cool. We're gonna stick you... No, not bold. Okay, there we go. So we're going to go from the bottom's first, the top is the most recent. Okay, we're ditching the child. Okay. Look, Ike, they have a merry-go-round! Ike immediately stops and stares at it. As a music box version of Pop Goes the Weasel plays, 3 rings rotate in opposite directions with old-timey versions of the animatronics, Freddy Fazbear, Chica the Chicken, and Bonnie the Bunny to ride on. Funtime Foxy sits at the prow of a small pirate ship, pointing the way forward with his hook. And there's even a Balloon Boy hot air balloon in Mr. Cupcake's seat. I want to ride that, Ike says in a hushed voice. Maybe after Bonnie Bowl, you say. No, I want to ride it now! Ike says, I don't know. Please, Ike says. You smile. Okay, if you really want to, I guess we can do Bonnie Bowl later. You wait in line, and as soon as the gate opens, Ike races for one of the Chica seats. He climbs in. I'm going to go to the arcade while you ride this, you say. Just stay here until I get back. VIP wags a finger and shakes his head.
Children should not be left unattended.
You're very tired of this very irritating pig. Yes. You put the gamepad on the seat next to Ike. Then you keep an eye on him.
Please do not go,
VIP says. The background strobes yellow and white.
You said you would not abandon me.
I'm not abandoning you. I'll be back. Eventually. Okay. So, find friends at the Fazcade. Okay. Find friends. Okay. You find your friends Alistair, Gabe, and Emma in the Fazcade. They're surprised to see you. Yeah, I won a VIP contest. You show them your special pass, but they aren't impressed by the plain plastic card. Gabe cracks up. What is that? You obviously made that yourself. Emma shakes her head. That's just embarrassing. You bet the gamepad would convince them you're telling the truth, but if you go back for it, then you'll be stuck with VIP and Ike again. Your friends don't seem that interested anyway. Alistair is trying to get the high score in Catch That Fetch, but when he runs out of tokens, he gives up. Let's get out of here, he says. Come on, let's hang out a little longer, you say. Let's go on some rides. We've been on all of them so many times, Gabe says. They're boring. I could eat, you say. Maybe the Glamrock animatronics are performing something. Animatronics are for little kids, Dev. I meant we could watch them ironically. Why don't you come with us? Emma says. We're going to play the new Dino Shock at my place. Is that like a reference to Bioshock or something? Which I haven't played, but I've just heard the name. Nah, I think I'll stay a while longer. I'll stay a while, you say. Right. Enjoy your VIP pass, Gabe winks. They laugh and walk off. Alone and annoyed, you play a round of Catch That Fetch and take some satisfaction in easily beating the high score. Before you can enter your initials, the screen scrambles. When it stops glitching, you see VIP's face, and he is one very irate pig. I love how they're capitalizing on the acronym VIP in as many ways as possible. Around you, people are complaining. Hey, what's happened to my game? What's with this pig? Are we being pranked? I just lost my token! You look around and see VIP's face on arcade games throughout the entire Fazcade. His colors are scarily inverted. Uh-oh. The words pop up on the screens. You lied, Devin. Who's Devin? People say. You back away from the arcade cabinet. How is VIP doing this? That doesn't matter. You just have to get him to stop. You hurry to a terminal in the atrium. When you insert your pass, a red-faced VIP appears and says, I wondered if I should trust you, but I wanted to.
Whatever happens next is your fault.
I mean, he's not wrong, but also it's his fault. You have my full attention now, you say.
Good. More importantly,
I have your brother. VIP is suddenly wearing a shirt that says, I like Ike. Your blood runs cold. Where's Ike? Is he okay?
He is fine. For now. I've hidden him somewhere in the Pizzaplex.
What do you want?
I want you to play with me all day, like you promised. You can get your brother back by winning my special game.
And if I don't? VIP smiles broadly.
Ike remains trapped here forever. Sorry, I had no other choice. But you do.
Okay. If you report VIP to the Pizzaplex staff, touch there. If you take VIP up on his challenge, tap there. If you call your mom for help, touch there. Okay, chat, what are we thinking? I'm making another poll. Report to staff. Report to mom. And game time. All right. We're okay. Seems like stuff is going on. So, I think Dino Shock is one of the Pizzaplex arcade machines, or one in the Bonkabon level in Help 182. Neat. I think Call to Mom will either cut short or not accomplish much. My thoughts. Probably. We all know adults are useless in FNAF. I mean, sometimes they're okay, you know? Reporting to staff will definitely work. It's not like this is Fazbear Entertainment. I know, right? It's clearly the best option here. Staff sucks, mom will ground you, and I will still be lost either way. Let's play a game. It does seem like game time is winning, so it appears we are taking VIP challenge. What do you mean? William was very effective as an adult. Exactly! Fine. What's your game, VIP? You say. VIP waves his magic wand, and the terminal dispenses heavy coins into the slot below. You find 5 gold Faz tokens, each with the classic Freddy Fazbear on the front with the words "Since 1983" along the top edge, and Freddy Fazbear's Pizza below.
You must use these tokens to earn 1,000 points at various games in the Pizzaplex by the end of the day.
VIP says.
If you succeed, I will release Ike.
That doesn't sound too bad. What's the catch, you ask?
I know you don't like following rules, but rules make games even more fun.
VIP says.
You can only play each game once, and you have to ask me for help.
VIP's wand sparkles and you hear a familiar kerthunk. You retrieve a new gamepad from the terminal slot. This one is in a pink case. Cute. Just because I have to ask VIP for help doesn't mean I have to listen, you think. Anything else, you ask?
Use the gamepad to keep track of your tokens and points as you play. Remember, if you run out of tokens before you reach 1,000 points, you automatically lose, and you will become an only child.
As VIP explains the rules, they appear on your gamepad screen. Tap, touch here, and review the game's rules. Okay, so we've got 5 tokens. 5 tokens. Remember this page and come back to it whenever you need to. Alright, bookmark time. Woo! Okay, so remember this page and come back to it whenever you need to. Use Faz tokens to play games in the Pizzaplex. Earn at least 1,000 points. You can only play each game once. Ask VIP for help or suggestions while playing the game. If you run out of Faz tokens, you lose. Keep good notes on the number of Faz tokens you have, the games you played, your score, and any active game conditions. Interesting. Alright. If you run out of tokens and have less than 1,000 points, touch there. If you collect 1,000, touch there. When you're ready to begin VIP's challenge, return to the atrium. There we go. Okay. You are in the atrium, standing by a terminal that is currently running a flashy ad for Monty's Gator Golf. VIP awaits on your gamepad, ready to offer suggestions. But can you trust him? Maybe your brother wandered off on his own, or you can discover where VIP hit him as you explore. You should keep an eye out. You are facing the play area in the center of the Pizzaplex, which holds slides and kiddie rides like the merry-go-round where you left Ike. There's a long line of people waiting to use the photo booth. The Fazcade is behind you, and the entrance to Rockstar Row is on your left. From here, you can see several arcade machines stationed along the circular walkway wrapping around the atrium. You could play some of those to win VIP's high score challenge. Go-karts rumble along the track, snaking around and even over the walkways. Somehow, the rides and games seem less fun when you have to play them to satisfy VIP, just like reading is less fun when it's for a school assignment. But time's a-wastin', and you have a brother to save before the Pizzaplex closes for the night. Alright, are those the only three? Okay, yeah, so those are the only three options. Alright, if we want to explore the Fastcade, Atrium, or Rockstar Row. Alright, let's see. Let's do... Okay, more polls. This is very much a play-along. Okay, Fazcade, Atrium, and Rockstar Row. Start poll. Can we find the sinkhole in this book? I wouldn't know. Maybe. Perhaps. I did briefly glance through it, and I think a sinkhole may have been mentioned, but I also could be misremembering because sinkhole. Sinkhole's cool. It's looking kind of close. Or is it actually? Hang on, let me see. Yep. Dang. Okay, So, how have your days been going, chat? I wasn't paying attention, so I'm just gonna randomly vote valid. Not close anymore. Yeah, it's getting there. I love how it's not ID playing, but us as a voting member of this chat. I mean, that makes it more fun. It's like a sort of interactive experience, right? The Dead by Daylight collab made my day, honestly. Nice. Real question is, how is your day going, ID? It's going pretty well, minus the cough. I've just kind of been hanging out. I, drew some stuff for funsies. I posted the stuff for funsies on my various social media accounts. It's not FNAF related, but I had to get that out of my brain so that I would be able to focus on the FNAF stuff. Interactive experience in my interactive novel? No way. Tomorrow's the Steel Wool announcement, right? Yeah, I think it is. And then after that, it's 5 laps at Freddy's demo, and then into the pit. Excuse me. The poll is still bouncing back and forth between Fazcade and Rockstar Row. So, vote now or forever hold your peace. But yeah, I'm really excited for 5 laps at Freddy's, just because, like, we got a lore reveal in a teaser image on the Steam page. What's going to be in the game? Working out new printer to print Jedi robe pattern today. Nice! That sounds cool. Alright, I'm gonna give the poll, like, 15 more seconds. And it has a sinkhole level, imagine the lore. Yeah, like, so like, 5 laps at Freddy's, one of the... It's like you've got Fazbear Hills, FNAF World, and then you've got Midnight Motorist and the sinkhole. Be wild. Alright, it's been 15 seconds. Looks like we're going to Rockstar Row. Alright, Rockstar Row. I'm also gonna add a points total here. Total. Boop. Okay. 0. Rockstar Row is typically your last stop in the Mega Pizzaplex, as one of the exits is on the far end. You're always impressed by the massive golden statues. There are multiple, okay, of Glamrock Freddy, Roxanne Wolf, Glamrock Bonnie, and Glamrock Chica. Sometimes you can glimpse the animatronics themselves through the large windows of their respective green rooms on your right. None of them are in there right now, probably out performing, visiting with guests, or hanging out in their attractions. This space gets much more crowded just before closing, but there aren't many people around right now. Since your last visit, the Mega Pizzaplex has added a cardboard cutout of the newest animatronic, Montgomery Gator, tucked to the left between Bonnie's and Chica's statues. Too bad for him, you think? There are signs about an upcoming expansion to the Mega Pizzaplex, so maybe they'll give the poor guy his own green room. Or they'll just give him Bonnie's, you know? He's the only member of the band who's actually green, after all. You're usually rushed on your way out, so you haven't really explored in here. Display cases along the left side of the room are filled with props and stuff, and beyond those are several doors. Maybe you'll find Ike behind one of them. Leaving already? VIP checks a wristwatch. You better hurry and play some games. Alright, so we've got display cases and doors. Is this the only options? Okay, or we can return to the atrium, but we're not doing that because that is lame. Okay. Alright, guys. Display cases or doors? Display cases. Doors. That is not how you spell doors. Okay, doors. We're gonna not do this poll for too long, though. I'll give it like 50 seconds. Unless there's like a very overwhelming option, one way or another. Which there is not. Oh, okay, perhaps? Maybe, okay. It looks like display cases is winning. Alright, we're going to, in order to not take forever just on the voting, we're going to end there. Display cases was looking good. Display cases. You walk along the row of glass display cases, glancing inside at various guitars, animatronic parts, and other props. You pause when you reach Mr. Cupcake, Ike's favorite toy when he was little. He slept with it and carried it around everywhere, and he even talked to it sometimes when he thought no one was around. Relatable. I did that as a child. I do that sometimes now. Then one day, when he was about 3, he lost his Mr. Cupcake. It had to be inside the house, so all of you looked for it everywhere, but it never turned up. Your parents kept asking if you had hidden it, even though Ike insisted over and over that Mr. Cupcake had runned away. You still feel the sting of being blamed for something you didn't do. Now the question is, did Mr. Cupcake actually run away? You know? At the end of the display cases, there's a life-size figure of a boy holding colorful balloons. You've only ever seen Balloon Boy in retro arcade games, so you take a closer look. Balloon Boy isn't a statue, but it's a balloon dispenser. The red LED screen above the coin slot reads 1 fast token per balloon and 100 points. And there happens to be a fast token peeking out from under its foot. How did it get under the kiosk? If you try to get the fast token, tap touch there. If you buy a balloon, tap touch there. If you investigate the doors, return to the atrium. I am going to try to get... I'm doing some decision making myself now, so I'm going to try and get the fast token because fast tokens are good. There are multiple do not touch signs on the display cases with an illustration of a child's hand inside the open mouth of a classic Freddy Fazbear animatronic with sharp teeth. But surely that warning doesn't apply to the Balloon Boy's balloon dispenser. Ah, yes, rationalization. You would have to touch the machine to buy a balloon anyway, so you doubt the staff would want you moving it. You look around to make sure no one is going to stop you, but the person at the checkout desk looks sleepy and doesn't pay you any attention. You grab the kiosk under Balloon Boy's arms and try to lift it. It isn't that heavy, so you can easily shift off the coin. Suddenly, the machine says loudly in a cheerful childish voice, "Hello!" You're so startled you let go. Thud. The machine lands heavily. You hear a piercing noise and the display scrambles, flickering between 100 and 300 points. Uh-oh, that woke up the guy at the desk. He's looking over at you curiously. He seems a little scared. Maybe you should test the machine to make sure it didn't break. Even better if you glitched it into giving you 300 points. Add 1 fast token to the into the inventory. And given I can get 300 points, I'm going to buy a balloon now, so I'm not even going to bother adding it to my inventory. Tap touch there. Got Faz token bought balloon. Okay. You insert a token into the slot and watch in fascination as a purple balloon emerges from purple FNAF color. A purple balloon emerges from Balloon Boy's right fist. Slowly inflates with a gentle hiss and then rises on a string. It bobs in the air, swaying gently alongside the fake balloons mounted on the end of thin metal rods. Ike would have loved to see this machine in action. He's always taking his toys apart and putting them back together, studying how they work. Of course, usually when he's done, they don't work anymore, and he ends up in tears. Hidden speakers play the sound of giggling and a recording of a boy saying, "Take your balloon, hold on tight." The display above the token slot reads 100 points, but I'm pretty sure that gives us 300 points given what we just did. So 300 points.
Oh, too bad.
VIP says.
You need a lot more than that.
He dives into a huge pile of gold fast tokens and swims around in them like only a cartoon can. At least you got a balloon out of it. If you can't rescue Ike, you'll just draw his face on it and maybe Mom won't notice the difference. You tie the other end of the string onto your wrist so you won't lose it. Add 100 points to your score, except 300 because we did the glitching the machine to get. Oh, you only get 100? Only 100, but it glitched and you said 300. Sad depression. Okay, fine. Fine. We glitched the machine and it said 300. Sadness and depression. Okay. Everyone's saying, okay, hang on. Okay, we'll do a poll because this is. See, it said 300 in the last one. I feel like. Oh, you guys get to decide how many points the machine gives us. Because I interpreted it as we get 300 points. But if you guys only want it to be 100, then that's fine. We'll go with that. 100 more than you had and you didn't lose your original 5 tokens? Yes. But I feel like I got the 300 glitch. It should be 300. Okay. Yeah, alright. Okay, so 100 points. Sadness. Okay. But we get balloon now. Hopefully that's not a bad thing. Balloon. Cool. It was flipping back and forth? Okay. Alright. We got 100 points though, and we've got 5 fast tokens. Let's hope we get more than 100 points on each of the rest of them. I'm pretty sure the display is broken. It gives you 100. Darn. That's fair. Okay, so we can investigate the doors or return to the atrium. And since we're here, we might as well investigate the doors, you know? Thinking Ike could have been lured into an area closed to the public, you move along the wall on your left and check each door as you pass it. The first is a red door, hidden behind a cardboard cutout of Monty. Could this be a makeshift green room for the newest Glamrock character? The next door you come to has a security shield on it. You should have thought of it before. Security has cameras all over the Pizzaplex, so maybe they can track where your brother wandered off to, or who took him there. You continue on and reach a plain door in the far corner. You get excited when you see the letters VIP on it. You lift your gamepad. Hey, VIP, are you behind this door? The background behind VIP crackles with static.
That is the VIP greeting room. If a guest collects 10,000 points while using the gamepad, they win an in-person meeting with me.
Can I come in? VIP crosses his arms.
I increased the access fee to 100,000 points. Based on your performance thus far, you will never be allowed to enter, so just move along.
So nice. Alright, so we've got the red door, the security door, and the atrium. Alright. So. Should we do... Went from 1k to 10k to 100k, brother's salty? Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming we can still free Ike if we get 1k, but I mean, if we could somehow get 100,000 points, that would be very, very nice. So. Let's see. We got the red door and the security door. Alright, I'm not going to the atrium, though, because that's boring. Or, I mean, we could. Red door, security door, or atrium. Atrium. Alright, guys. Where are we going? I'm seeing a lot of red. Oh, but less red now? Oh? Now it's security? I'm not leaving my 6-year-old brother at this wretched place. Oh, yeah. I like red. Red is a good color. Okay. It's currently looking like red, but based on how that one pull went, it has time to change. Alright, what are we... And I'll bookmark this page too so we can come back to it if necessary. Alright, it's looking like we're going to be taking the red door. Perhaps? Alright. Let's do this. We're going red door. Checked. Doors. Red. Okay. Oh! Yay! Okay, you open the door and hesitate when you see a dimly lit corridor stretching ahead. A poster on the wall says, reads, why is the quotation mark here instead of here? Why is there a quotation mark? There's no, Lost child, don't get lost yourself. Stay in place and wait for help. Carry plenty of water. You enter thinking you'll take a quick look to see if Ike is inside. VIP doesn't like this plan.
You look like you are snooping. Would you like me to show you the way out of these utility tunnels?
VIP holds up a magnifying glass and peers at you through it with a comically huge eye. You ignore him and move deeper into the bowels of the Pizzaplex. You see a door at the end of the corridor marked storage. You head for it.
Do not go in there,
VIP says. He is writing the words, "This is a bad idea," over and over on a chalkboard. Why not? You ask.
You will regret it.
You open the door and smell something horrible and rotting inside. It smells like death. It's dark.
Not too late to turn around,
VIP warns. You step inside and fumble around for a light switch. The stink and your own fear make you want to throw up. You finally feel a chain against your face and you pull it. You see what VIP has been hiding inside. You wish you could unsee it, but the image is burned into your brain.
Now it's too late.
The door slams shut and the light goes out. What was in there? What was in there? Wait. Okay. All right. Like, was that Ike or was that other victims? Like, what do you mean? Like, oh, we'll return your brother to you, except he's already dead? Huh? The family-friendly murderer? Rip. Okay. Okay, so we're back to here. So we're going to... Okay. So now let's do the security door. Since we're here. And I'm pretty sure that was the second highest one. Beyond the door, there's a back area that connects with other parts of the Pizzaplex. At an intersection of corridors is a small enclosed office with 2 entrances and screens showing camera footage from all over the building. There's no guard in sight. You dart inside and start messing with the controls on the desk. If you can rewind recorded footage from the security feeds, maybe you can spot Ike or where he wandered off to. Hey, who's in there? A man's voice calls from the hall to your left. You slap the button by the door and shutters close it off. Haha, very funny, he grumbles. On the screen, you see a camera for the hall right outside the office. Why would you need that? Or doors with emergency shutters? An old white guy ambles around to the door on the right. You quickly shut that one, too. Kids playing Five Nights at Freddy's with a security guard. A moment later, the door opens and the guard jingles a keyring. This is my office, you know. Sheesh, I just went to take a leak. You consider telling him about VIP, but you doubt he'll believe you. And VIP wouldn't like it. He escorts you back out to Rockstar Row. Now, I should ban you from this place, but consider this your first warning. And if you want a security job when you're older, call me. He hands you a shiny Fazbear Entertainment security badge and slams the door. Who's this random man giving out security badges to 12-year-olds? Wild. It's like, you know what? You're honorarily hired for sneaking into my office. Trying to get fired. Yeah, honestly, maybe this guy's trying to get fired. Okay. Is this the broken... Okay, there it is. Okay. Alright, so now we can just return to the atrium. Back to atrium. Cool. So now we've done Rockstar Road. Row. Is it just those 3 options? Yes, okay. So now do we want to do the Fazcade or Atrium? Fazcade? Atrium. Vanessa did say Gregory would make a great security guard. Yeah, well, okay. Okay, that's something. Thank you for reminding me about that, but also... what was that? What? Why doesn't go anywhere in the original game? She's just like, oh, go to the stage. You could be a good security guard. I've got something special. And there's nothing there. You just die. Why? Why? It's Scott Cawthon. He's the weird security guy. That's a really funny interpretation. I'm gonna headcanon that now. Be like, what was the intention for Vanessa to do there? ID, it's a joke. I know it's a joke, but it's just funny. Alright, it's looking like Fazcade is winning by a quite large margin. So, to the Fazcade we go. Fazcade. Inside the Fazcade, the flashing lights, jangly music, and beeping game sounds meant to spark joy and excitement only fill you with a strange depression. You left Ike alone so you could play games with your friends, and now he's gone and so are all your friends. And so are your friends. All you have left is VIP and your guilt. Even that Chica candy crane machine near the center of the arcade reminds you of Ike. You consider trying to win him a plush Mr. Cupcake from the claw machine. It looks like the game is also awards points. What else could you play to get points? Excuse me. You push your way through the kids milling through the arcade and clustered around video game cabinets and pinball tables. You can't help but look for your brother in the pressing crowd. Your heart pounds and beat with the music, your head hurts and sweat pours down your face.
You look like you're having a panic attack,
VIP says.
Would you like to visit a health station?
You want to get out of here. Not just the arcade, but the Pizzaplex. But you can't go home alone. Out of all the video games here, you're the best at Mangle's Quest, but there only seems to be one cabinet, and it's turned off. Okay, so do we play Chica's Candy Crane or Mangle's Quest? Chica, Mangle. Vanessa was sick of making her run around the Pizzaplex for 6 hours, so wanted Gregory to die. Yeah, honestly, that's probably what was going on there. Play the one game that works and then do Mangle one? Chica for Ike. Mango. Alright. It is looking like Mangle is winning. Toy Chica is William Afton. Indeed. Alright, so it seems as though we're gonna be doing Mangle first. Okay. Mangle's Quest. I spelled Fazcade wrong. Okay. Mangle. Okay. You head over to the Mangle's Quest cabinet, hoping you can figure out what's wrong with it. Unfortunately, it seems likely that your high score will have been wiped from its memory. The screen is dark, but there is no out-of-order sign like the other broken games in the arcade. You peek around the back and see what the possible problem is. The machine's unplugged. You try to pull the cabinet away from the wall so you can get behind it, but it's too heavy. A couple kids see you straining to move it, but rather than help, they laugh as they pass by. You drop to your hands and knees and reach for the loose plug on the floor. Your fingers brush against it, but you can't quite grab it. Whatever. You're about to stand up when you catch a glint from something among the clumps of dust gathered behind the cabinet. You pluck it out and discover it's a coin. But not just any coin, it's a Faz coin. Talk about Faz token. Talk about buried treasure. You now have an extra chance to win VIP's challenge. Heck yeah. 6 tokens. Alright, so we have not played Chica's Candy Crane, so off we go. As you approach Chica's Candy Crane, a little girl in pigtails trudges away from it with her head down. She cries as she bites into a chocolate bar. A sticker on the glass of the machine says, "Everyone's a winner." There's only one Mr. Cupcake inside, buried in the center of the machine up to its eyes in an assortment of sweets. This close, you realize it isn't a plush at all, but a plastic toy with movable parts, like a mini animatronic. You imagine Ike's joy when you hand him the toy. He had a Mr. Cupcake plush when he was little, and there are baby pictures of him in a Let's Eat bib with Chica's face. The claw of the crane game is a large yellow mechanical hand. You slide a token into the machine, and a 30-second timer counts down. You grab the joystick and jerkily navigate the claw into position exactly over the toy before your time is up. The claw descends, closes firmly around the cupcake's pink icing top. The fingers slip right off. Rigged. Okay. I have actually had this happen to me. Where I was at an arcade, and someone let me have a go at the machine because I didn't have any tokens or money on me. And I got a toy, and it was lifted up, and then it slid out of the claw as it was moving to the chute, and I was so upset. And I was able to talk to the employees, and they gave me an extra go at the machine, but like I didn't get one that time, obviously. But yeah, whatever. Okay, rigged. You smack the glass. Mr. Cupcake's eyes dart toward you, and you jump back. It's alive. Okay. A bag of candy drops into the tray below, and 100 points flashes on the display. Add 100 points to your score. Add candy to your inventory. Okie dokie. And then remove one fast token from your inventory. All right. I had a similar thing happen, but I actually got a ball from an arcade machine that even the adults couldn't win. I'm proud of myself. Good job! If you return to... Okay, we've already tried to plug in Mangle's Quest, so to the atrium. Then Chica. Atrium. You know, I don't need to write atrium. Yeah, atrium. Okay, cool. There's gonna be some scrolling going on now. Okay. And so we've done Rockstar Row, we've done the Fazcade. Time to explore the atrium. The walkway wraps around the entire atrium, so you hurry along it, taking note of the different attractions. You pay particular attention to the games that don't have long lines, since you can't afford to spend your whole day waiting around for a chance to play.
You look like you're trying to pick a game.
VIP chimes in.
Would you like me to help you choose?
You ignore him. Your best options seem to be Monty's Maze, Freddy's Fazzer Blast Challenge, and Roxy Raceway. You haven't played any of them before, but you've always wanted to try them. You just wish you didn't have the pressure of needing to win points to save Ike.
If you want to see your brother again, you need to accept my help.
VIP reminds you. He twirls his wand like a baton, sending glowing question marks flying out in every direction. Fine. What should I play, oh wise one?
Less sarcasm, please. And this time, I recommend you play Monty's Maze, Fazzer Blast, or Roxy Raceway.
Annoyed about having to ask VIP for advice you didn't even need, you contemplate checking out a cluster of arcade machines tucked into an alcove beside Glamrock Gifts. Out of spite. Alright, so Monty's Maze, Fazzer Blast, Roxy Raceway, or the alcove. Let's make another poll. Start poll. Monty. Freddy. Roxy. Alcove. Start poll. And I assume we're going to be able to go to each of them later, but, you know, just for fun. And this one's a 4-way poll, so that's going to be... It does look like Roxy's winning by a decent margin. Alright. The vote counter on this thing was looking a little wonky. It was at like 50-something, and then went down to 40-something, and now it's at 60-something, which makes more sense. And now it's at Interesting. Okay. Anyway, it looks like Roxy's winning this poll, so we are going to Roxy Raceway. Roxy. Okay. Although the track for Roxy Raceway threads through and above the atrium, it has a separate entrance like all the other attractions. The front of it looks like a big red garage with a mural of Roxy in a racing jacket and sunglasses waving checkered flags over the doors. Her voice plays over the speakers. Hey, I'm Roxanne Wolf. If you're looking for high-speed motor mayhem, Roxy Raceway is the place to be. Sign up today and be a winner. Nobody likes a loser. Harsh, Roxy, you think? You can't afford to lose today. Ike is counting on you. A black man in a Pizzaplex uniform takes your fast token. Ever raced here before? You shake your head. Okay, here are the rules, he says. Rule number 1. Go fast, but not too fast. You're scored on lap time, not position. Avoid contact with the walls and other go-karts. Brake before turns. Let faster drivers pass. Keep hands and feet inside the go-kart at all times. Drive smoothly. Use only one pedal at a time. Rule number 2. Don't damage the go-kart. Just kidding. Rule number 2 is have fun. But seriously, don't damage anything. Do you want to hear the rules again? What do you mean that was rule number 1? That was like 7 rules. Yeah, yes. All of the rules are rule number 1. Except for have fun. Dang. Alright. Also you can't take the gamepad in your go-kart. Leave it in the pit area and collect it after your race. Remove 1 fast token from your inventory. Alrighty. Go into the pit and... Into the pit! There are 2 other kids in the Roxy Raceway pit putting on silver helmets with green stripes down the center and gray wolf ears. You grab one for yourself and put down your gamepad. Since you have not been to Roxy Raceway before, it would be wise for you to listen to my go-karting tips. VIP says. He drives back and forth across the screen in the cartoon cart from the ads all over the Pizzaplex. You heard the guy at the door. I'm not allowed to bring you with me. Rules are rules. You say, yes, rules are rules. Yes, rules are rules, VIP agrees. See, I don't want to get in trouble. I want to get points. So, yeah, I will leave VIP. We'll bookmark the page. I would like to be able to get points from this, so we're going to leave him behind. Oh, there's a game over. You leave the gamepad with the Pizzaplex employee in the pit area and go look over your go-kart options. Only 3 types of go-karts are on the track and ready to go. A silver and purple one, a pink and white one, and a blue and red one. You overhear one of the other kids say to his friend, all the go-karts are supposed to be the same, but they aren't. Roxy's go-kart is the fastest. You run ahead and cut him off before he can get into the silver and purple go-kart, climbing into it yourself. He shoots you an ugly look and you shrug. The girl with him shakes her head as they move on to the other 2 go-karts. You buckle in and examine the controls before the race. Steering wheel, accelerator, check. Brakes, check. Turbo button, check. You aren't ready for how fast the go-kart is and scrape the wall as soon as you come out of the gate. You struggle to steer it, but you don't need to worry about keeping up. The other two racers don't seem to be interested in winning, only in getting in your way. They drive side by side and keep moving to block you. You're stuck behind them the whole way. You come in 3rd place and collect VIP. Better luck tomorrow, VIP says. Tomorrow? What do you mean? You broke my rule. You did not keep me with you, so you can... Oh, better luck tomorrow. You broke my rule. You did not keep me with you, so you can try and save Ike again tomorrow. Yeah, I figured that was a possibility, but it's good to knock out the options. And so that you're not, like, wondering what could have been, you know? Okay. So let's... Oh, I didn't mean to bookmark that. Okay, go back. Okay. So we sneak VIP into the go-kart. Bring VIP. I'm not leaving you behind. You strap on your helmet and pick up the gamepad. VIP looks genuinely touched.
Thank you. You will not regret it.
Fortunately, the employees in the pit area aren't paying much attention to you, so they probably won't notice you sneaking the gamepad into the go-kart. So how do I win this? You ask, walking over to the track.
Be the tortoise,
VIP says. What's that supposed to mean?
I cannot do everything for you. I want you to win, but you have to earn it. That will be more fun for both of us.
Grumbling, you consider your go-kart options. A tall white boy with long hair has already claimed the silver and purple go-kart, which you assume is based on Roxy. A short brown girl is mulling over the other 2 choices, a pink and white one, Glamrock Chica's colors, and a blue and red one for Glamrock Bonnie. Is there even a Glamrock tortoise? First time? The girl asks. You nod. Then you pick first. I don't care which one I drive. Thanks. In the first row, the Chica go-kart is in first place, and Bonnie go-kart is in the second row is in second place. The already claimed Roxy car brings up the rear. Are they all the same? Supposedly, she says, but I swear, the Roxy go-kart is fastest. So, if Roxy's the fastest, and it's in the back, presumably Chica's the slowest, and if we want to be the Chica in the situation... I'm assuming that's what's going on there. But I will, I want to pick Chica. We need a reminder on our mission of winning to save Ike. Yeah, that sounds good to me. We're going Chica. Sorry, no pull this time. You climb into the pink and white go-kart. The girl gives you a thumbs up and hops into the Bonnie go-kart to your right. You look around for some place to stow the gamepad and are surprised to see a mount for it in the dashboard. VIP waves his wand, and a map of the racecourse appears on the screen. Since you only have one chance to win the game, this should
give you a small advantage. The race consists of 6 laps.
You trace the path of the track around the atrium. It has several hairpin turns and even crosses over the space a couple times. Is it safe to go over the atrium like that? You ask.
We have not had any incidents yet. VIP says these race cars are thoroughly tested.
However, Roxanne Wolf's voice echoes overhead. On your marks, get set, go! A green light flashes and you hit the accelerator. It's strange driving so low to the ground, and only 25 miles an hour is faster than you expect. You take it easy on the first lap to get a feel for the controls. Your opponents quickly zoom out of sight while you're learning how to turn without crashing. You notice a turbo button on the console. Maybe you should use it to make up time on the second lap. Wasn't the rules for this that it was like lap time that mattered, not who was in first? And what's his name said be the tortoise, so we should probably not speedrun this. So we're gonna maintain speed. You can barely handle your go-kart at normal speed, so it's probably a bad idea to speed up just yet. You take the second lap faster than the first, so you feel like you're getting the hang of this. But you're still lagging behind the others, and you wonder what else you can do to shave time off your laps. It's only on the third lap, when you're much more familiar with the course, that you feel you can pay more attention to what your opponents are doing. The boy in the Roxy go-kart has a comfortable lead. Counter to what you would expect, just before taking a turn, he steers his go-kart as close to the barrier on his right as he can without touching it. He then cuts toward the inside of the track and lightly brakes as he goes into the turn. He ends up going wide again, traveling across the entire track, and comes out of it. In contrast, the girl in the Bonnie go-kart does what you've been trying to do. Cut close to the corners, going as fast as possible, braking in the turn. Since it's a shorter distance to travel, it must be faster. This approach seems to work for her. She's only slightly behind the first racer. You just need to nail the timing and trajectory. Ooh. Okay, so here, if we're going to want to remain being the tortoise in this situation, going wide is probably the best option here. So, I think wider turns keep more momentum, though? Perhaps? Yeah, let's go wider turns. Okay. Wide turns. You work on copying what the kid in the Roxy go-kart is doing, and it actually works. By adjusting the angle at which you approach the corners, you head into them faster and maintain that momentum as you widen your exit from the turn. Heck yes. Okay. In another couple laps, you are racing right behind him, side by side with the Bonnie go-kart. The boy in the Roxy go-kart looks back and is surprised to see the both of you right on his tail. He starts driving more erratically, either because he's panicking or because he's intentionally trying to make it harder for you to pass him. Whatever the reason, he's losing speed and you're gaining on him. You think you can overtake him and get first place in the last lap. Except that's what matters. That's not what matters. What matters is going slow. And this lap was fast. And we don't want to crash. So, we're going to give him space. Give space. It feels too risky to try to pass the Roxy go-kart the way it's veering left and right unpredictably, so you back off and give him and the other car some space, prepared to ride this out and get a decent time regardless. But the girl in the Bonnie go-kart sees an opening and she decides to make a move. She squeezes past on the boy's right just between him and the barrier, just as he sets himself up for another turn by steering towards the outside track. They collide and smash into the barrier. The Roxy go-kart spins out and the Bonnie go-kart just locks up and grinds to a halt. The crowd around the track gasps. As you zip by your opponents, you glance over to make sure they're all right. They're in better shape than their go-karts anyway. The girl waves you on. Whew. Man, what happened? You wonder aloud as you complete the lap.
2 bodies cannot occupy the same space at the same time,
VIP says.
An object in motion stays in motion. The laws of physics hold many harsh truths.
You cross the finish line and see that you are not only in first place, but you had the fastest overall lap times. Yay! You steer your go-kart over to the pit and see Roxanne Wolf waiting for you. The slender animatronic seems even taller from the low go-kart. You look up, taking in her purple leg warmers, red shorts, and black racing jacket. She brushes back the green streak in her silver hair and gazes at you with piercing yellow eyes. That was a ferocious performance. Roxy reaches a large gray hand, or paw, down. You take it, the metal cold and hard against your fragile human flesh, and she easily lifts you out of your go-kart. She kicks a tire of the go-kart. Chica fanboy? She sounds disappointed. My little brother is. She walks you back out to the atrium. Want an autograph? She asks. I'd love one. She pulls out a glossy photograph of herself playing a green guitar on stage and scribbles on it. Then she leaves to prepare for the next glam rock show. You read her message. From one winner to another. Good luck finding your brother. Roxy. Oh, that's so sweet! But how did she know he was missing? And not just... Not... Okay. Ah! Thank you, Wolf55, for the $5. I appreciate it. Do you think Roxanne survived her encounter with the Mimic at the end of Ruin? I hope we get to see her again in future games. As much as I would like to see Roxy again in future games, I don't think she made it out of the Mimic encounter alive. Or intact. She might be there in pieces. But I'm pretty sure I saw someone isolated the audio of the fight between the Mimic and Roxy. And and I think in the audio you can hear Roxy lose and then the Mimics start copying her voice or something. And so at the end when there's the whole point where Roxy, quote unquote, says Cassie, I think that's the Mimic and Roxy's probably a bit destroyed. But yeah, so I think she's gone, but you know, it could be worse. Okay, so we add 300 points, so we are now at 500. We're on track. This is good. And then we got Roxy's autograph. Okay. I've not done Monty's Maze. So we've got Monty's Maze. Monty's Maze is supposed to be nerve-wracking because the Montgomery Gator animatronic stalks the labyrinth and will carry you out if you run into him. But you've also heard that... You've also heard that the entrance to the attraction is the scariest thing about it. A giant alligator's mouth. An Asian woman in a red Pizzaplex visor and matching shirt with checkered suspenders and black pants stops you from entering. You might want to come back another day. Monty's in kind of a bad mood. The last kid was just dragged out of the maze and we were going to close it until he calms down. You hear banging and chatting from inside. You laugh. They're really trying to make it seem more fun in there. I'm not afraid. I'm only here today. You say, and I'm only here today. I have a special pass. You hand her your VIP card. She scans it and looks surprised. You sure do. Monty's actually waiting for you. The commotion inside stops. You guess a little pig told him you would be coming. There'll be one token. You hand one over. Remember that I
am here to help.
VIP gives a thumbs up. If you get turned
around and ask nicely, I can direct you back to the starting point.
You walk between sharp white teeth and over the pink, weirdly spongy tongue and enter the maze. Remove one fast token from your inventory. Okie dokie. If you have the balloon, tap just there. And I have the balloon. Oh. Yay. You missed a Phaser Blast option ID, but you can go there later. Okay. Oh well, I can do that later. You've never been to a swamp before, but you aren't sure anyone at Fazbear Entertainment has either. The floor is covered in rough artificial grass that reminds you more of miniature golf courses, and the lights are dim and very, very green. The lighting hangs from rigging high above you, along with more fake greenery, plants and vines. Oh, excuse me. It looks like there's a catwalk up there, which is probably where staff watches guests in the maze. It's incredibly hot and humid in here. Someone needs to fix the AC, you think as you wipe sweat from your face with one hand. You move into the maze. The purple balloon you won from Balloon Boy's balloon dispenser bobs up and down as high as the wooden walls on either side of you. It brushes against the fronds of palm trees stretching overhead, also artificial. You walk along the narrow corridor for a bit, feet crunching softly on the turf. The path turns to the right, then the left, and eventually you reach an intersection. You can continue forward, turn left, or turn right. Before you can choose one, Monty Gator leaps into your path. Nice balloon, kid, he growls. Made it simple to find you. The alligator animatronic winks behind his star-shaped shades, then slashes your balloon with his vicious claws. It pops and releases confetti into the air. Ah, too bad. I'll show you out, he says. Man. Add 100 points to your score and remove balloon from the inventory. Oh. Oh well. No more balloon, though. The exit dumps you back into the atrium at a door you hadn't noticed previously, though now you see Monty's footprints on the patterned carpet leading into it. So, Phaser Blast time. Let's do Phaser Blast. Because we might as well knock out all the animatronics stuff before going to the alcove, you know? Okay. Oh, I didn't. Okay. About the Roxy stuff. Win good. Yay. Went into Monty maze with balloon. Rip. Okay, Phaser Blast. Cool. All right. Finally, the number one thing you've always wanted to do at the Mega Pizzaplex is play the laser tag game Phaser Blast. You hurry up to the Pizzaplex employee standing by the elevator to the attraction and hand over a precious Phas token. I'm sorry, but Phaser Blast is closed for a special event, the white woman says. She has silver hair tied back in a ponytail with a green streak in front, just like Roxanne Wolf. Working here must be her dream if she's that big of a fan of Roxy. Even her fingernails are painted green. But shouldn't she be over by Roxy Raceway? Maybe Roxy was too jealous to have her around. I was really looking forward to playing, though, you say. Unless your name is Devin, I can't let you in. Weird. My name is Devin. Sure it is. She smiles and hands you back your Phas token. Here's my VIP pass. You offer the plain card to her. The woman takes your pass and scans it. Oh, you are Devin. Go right up and wait in the lobby. They're holding a special event for me? You're serious? She plucks the Phas token out of your hand. Deadly serious, she says with a straight face and a somber tone. Oh, that's nice. Welcome to Freddy's Phaser Blast Challenge. The elevator doors ding open. You step inside and ride up to the second level. White woman with dyed hair? Deadly serious? Vanessa? See, but words, yes. But Vanessa didn't have a green streak. She at one point had a rainbow streak, so got a bit of a difference, you know? Remove one Phas token from your inventory. Okay, and tap touch here. The elevator leads you out into a narrow hallway with green and purple neon lights running along the walls and ceiling. You're surrounded by glowing stars, and the purple carpeting is adorned with ringed planets. As you cross the hallway to the lobby, the speakers play Glamrock Freddy's voice. Welcome. In this customized Phaser Blast challenge, you will take on the role of an alien invading a space colony defended by none other than Freddy Fazbear himself. Hey, that is me!
He is such a ham.
VIP says, Shh, I want to listen to this, you say. Freddy's announcement continues. Soon you'll be fighting for your life on a hostile planet. But in case you need to know how to play Phaser Blast or want a refresher, remember these 2 rules. Number 1, no climbing, no jumping, no hitting, kicking, pushing, shoving, no shooting. No shooting Phaser Blasters in or close to other players' eyes. Being flashed in the eyes may induce seizures, blindness, or semi-permanent paralysis. If you are flashed in the eyes, immediately flush your eyes with soap or water and blink repeatedly until vision is restored. Rule number 2, have fun. Please proceed to the armory and suit up. You reach the end of the corridor and find a small room filled with orange and blue tactical vests emblazoned with a bow tie and a lightning bolt. There are helmets with barriers on one side and helmets with dealy boppers on the opposite side. You're supposed to be the alien, so you grab the latter, slipping on a matching vest and grabbing a laser gun. The weapon is gunmetal gray with a fin on top of the barrel and grill at the bottom. The tip of the gun has a golden glow, matching the illuminated lightning bolt on the grip. While you wait for the match to start, you may practice using the Phaser Blaster in the shooting gallery, says Freddy's disembodied voice. Okay, we're getting close to the time I'm going to have to go, so I'm just going to try and go fast. We're going to practice targets, because I feel like that's important. You head over to the gallery where a video screen shows a sepia-tone diorama of a party room with tables and a stage. The tables are covered with wrapped birthday presents and cone-shaped hats, while classic Freddy Fazbear and Bonnie the Bunny animatronics performing on a small stage in the back. You practice shooting and green and white bullseye targets that pop up throughout the room and zap green balloons floating across it. A counter in the corner of the screen shows the number of objects you hit and miss. As you play, your accuracy slowly improves to 98%. You're pretty good at that, VIP says, but this is just a game. The real thing will be much more intense. Isn't this all just a game, you ask?
Perhaps.
I forgot to do it for the other one. Whoops. Music begins to play. It sounds familiar, but you can't quite place it. VIP, what is that song?
It is the Toreador song, often known as the Toreador March, composed by Georges Bizet in 1875 for the French opera Carmen.
Why is it playing, you ask?
Freddy is here.
VIP runs off screen. The speakers pipe classical music. Freddy Fazbear has entered the arena. Says Freddy's voice, recorded voice. Prepare to play the sport of kings. Laser tag is the sport of kings, you ask? Report to the blue hallway. The voice continues, good luck. You take the door you take the door on the right and move through the blue hallway. You emerge into a wide open space with low partitions. Oh good, a maze, you think. In each section you can see walls glow with different color that pulsates from bright to dim, red and green on the lower level and purple above you. Ramps lead up to the purple area. You should be able to see the whole arena from there, and get a sense of where the flags are and where Freddy's is. Take the high ground or take the low ground. Hang on, I'm gonna write that I practiced, and I'm seeing a lot of high ground in chat, so we're going high ground. High ground. Okay. Move swiftly and silently through the purple area until you discover the purple flag. Then you scout out an escape route and practice it a couple times before you practice the button to capture the flag. The alert sounds, summoning Freddy. Blue team has captured the purple flag. Defend! But instead of defending this flag, you follow your pre-planned escape route back to the lower level. You make your way over to where you saw the red flag. You wait and listen, scanning the environment around you for the slightest sign of movement. Then you swoop in and smack the button to capture the flag. Blue team has captured the red flag. Defend your station. That should keep him busy, you think, bolting for the green flag. You duck behind the podium and try to make yourself as small as possible. Freddy runs into the clearing behind you. And we did do target practice. So you lean out from behind the podium and smack the button to claim the green flag, at the same time that you fire your phaser blaster at the target on Freddy's chest. Bullseye! Sparks fly from Freddy's vest. You get ready for some kind of tantrum or disappointment, but Freddy smiles. You win, superstar, he says. You exercise good strategy and skill, practicing and planning ahead. Are you sure you have not played Phaser Blast before? You nod your head. I hope we can play together again sometime, but I know you have other things to do for the rest of today's visit. Freddy eyes the VIP gamepad suspiciously. Oh, I skipped a page? What do you mean? Huh? I skipped a page? I don't know! I skipped high ground? Oh, well. I don't know where to go back to. Hang on, okay, there's a thing for Fast Blast. Cool. Suit up. I did practice. High ground. Why is it in the same spot? Okay, from the purple arena area on the upper left of the area, you can clearly see two of the flags you need to capture below, one in the red station and one in the green station. Freddy has already claimed the green flag and is lingering nearby to defend it. The third flag must be in the purple section up here, and seems like the easiest target. And I just read the stuff for the purple flag, so we're going purple flag. Purple. Okay, and we did practice. Okay. Freddy eyes the VIP gamepad suspiciously. VIP is strangely hanging out somewhere off screen. Freddy says, be careful with that one. he just vibe checks VIP as sus on the spot. He leads you to the winner's elevator and sees you off. It takes you back to the atrium. Add 300 points to your score. That's 900. Alright. So I've got 2 left. I have done all of those things. Arcade game alcove. Oh, I already did this then, I think. No? Oh, I have not. Okay. In the alcove are 2... Hang on, I gotta check something real quick, guys. Sorry, hold on. I'm trying to make sure my scheduling with my people that I'm going to a thing with. Okay. All right, guys, we've got 10 minutes. Let's do this. Okay. In the alcove are 2 arcade games, Cyberfox and Mecha Mangle Cyberfox versus Mecha Mangle and Funtime Fantasy. You haven't seen those particular titles in the Fazcade before. You're itching to try them, but they each require a Faz token to play. You doubt you would score very high on them the first time you play, so they probably aren't worth the token or your time. The machines are placed on either side of the terminal with a chair in front of it. This looks like it's set up for someone to watch a movie, perhaps as a distraction for a little kid. You wish you'd seen this earlier because it would have been a great place to station Ike while you played these video games with your friends. I must warn you, if you continue to dawdle like this, you will never see Ike again, VIP says. The rules stipulate that you have to play games and win points. You doubt it's a good idea to provoke VIP, but you're tempted to browse the offerings on the terminal just to annoy him. Is that an ID's fantasy reference? You know, I didn't even clock that the fantasy was... See, my brain went Funtime Fantasy, Final Fantasy, not my name fantasy. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. What we'll get... Okay, so if you sit at the terminal, is that the only option? Okay, it seems to be the only option. So we sit at the terminal. Alcove. Terminal. You move to the terminal and are shocked to find Glamrock Freddy's head resting on the chair. What's this doing here? Your curiosity gets the better of you, so you pick it up. The head is lighter than it looks, with wires and circuits inside. It's just your size. You sit down and place the head on your lap. The terminal switches on. Not this thing, VIP yawns widely. What is it, you ask? Letters appear on the screen. MOE ready. Place the helmet on your head to begin. This is the max occupancy experience. VIP explains dismissively. With the upcoming expansion, many sections will be closed and under construction. If the building is ever at maximum capacity, stations like this can provide guests with a virtual day at the Pizzaplex. I've never heard of this before. It is experimental, and no one has volunteered to test it. VIP says. How many Faz tokens to use it, you ask? It is free because it is obviously not as good as the real thing. Even those ancient arcade games are more enjoyable. The words "say no to MOE" scroll down the screen behind VIP. So we can put on the helmet, go to Monty's Maze or Fazer Blast, or we can put on the helmet. Let's put on the helmet. Put on helmet. It feels strange to put on Freddy's head, but once the helmet settles into place, it's rather cozy and smells like a brand new car. You can see the terminals in front of you, but the mask's eyes must also be a screen because the heads-up display shows a full battery charge. A pleasant male voice comes from the speakers near your ears. Thank you for choosing the max occupancy experience. We know you are disappointed that the Mega Pizzaplex has reached maximum capacity, or your favorite attraction is currently under construction, or unavoidable circumstances for which we cannot be held liable have temporarily disrupted available services. You're beginning to have second thoughts about this, but before you can remove the helmet, the voice resumes. This high-quality recreation of the Pizzaplex was designed to be indistinguishable from the real thing, and in some ways the MOE is even better. There's a very low chance of involuntary dismemberment or lobotomy. All food contains 0 calories, and during your virtual visit, all games provide 10 times their usual points, which still may be exchanged at the real price counter. Tap start to initialize the MOE. Yo, 10 times the points. That's nice. Maybe that's how we get the 100,000 points or whatever that what's-his-name wants us to get. A green button labeled Start floats in front of you. Below is a red Cancel button. Note that if you use the MOE, you must restart this game from the beginning. All game uses will be reset. You can keep current points and replay any games you have already played. Do I reset my points? See, here's the problem. I have to leave. But I don't know if there's any other way to... Is there any other way to get points? Because I need the points. Okay, we'll press start. Okay. You tap start with your... I might have to cut this stream short. It doesn't say we get tokens back. Yeah, well, that's fine. Oh, bookmark? Well, it's a bit too late for that, but, okay, let's... You tap start with your finger, and the words, "Are you sure? Yes, no," appear on your screen. YNs appear on your screen. Sure, why not? You tap the Y, and slowly the virtual room around you transitions to a familiar place. You are in the atrium, standing by a terminal that is currently running a flashy ad for Monty's Gator Golf. VIP waits on your gamepad, ready to offer suggestions. You reach up and feel the Glamrock Freddy head helmet on your head, so you know you're in the MOE, but everything looks very realistic, right down to the simulated people walking around. Psst! VIP calls you from the gamepad.
Listen, we don't have much time.
The background behind him is sky blue with pink and white cherry blossoms drifting diagonally. Stop rushing me, you say. I'm going to play some games now, alright?
No, I mean, he's going to be here any minute.
He who?
VIP.
Aren't you VIP, you ask? You wonder if the MOE has scrambled his programming.
Yes, I am VIP, virtual informative pig. VIP, very informative pig, won't want me to tell you something important about the MOE, so quickly pay attention to these updated rules.
Alright. You like virtual informative pig more than his know-it-all counterpart.
While you're in the MOE, special conditions apply, he explains. Your scores are multiplied by 10, so 300 points times 10 would give you...
You scratch your head.
It's easy. On the
gamepad, he shows the number 300.
Just add an extra 0 on the end.
A 0 rolls onto the screen from the right and crashes into the 300, making it 3000. Wow!
VIP must honor this. The games may be simulated... Excuse me. But in the Pizzaplex, points are points. Also, in restarting the game, you can keep any points you have already earned. You now have all the fast tokens you started with, and all games you already played are reset. So you can play them again.
Okay, that's nice. Sweet. That is
enough from you, virtual interfering pig.
The real VIP drops into this screen. He points his magic wand at his doppelganger.
Some phasmagoria.
Writhing purple energy emanates from the wand and swirls around the nicer VIP.
Good luck, Devin.
Virtual informative pig's words fade with him.
Now get on with it.
Okay, so make a note that MOE special conditions are in effect. Multiply any new points you acquire by 10. If this is your second time or beyond... You can go in multiple times? If this is your second time or beyond in the MOE, make a note that double MOE special conditions are in effect. Multiply any new points you acquire by 10. By 100. You may keep your points and replay any games you have already played. You may also keep any items in your inventory. And my Faz tokens got back to... And I gotta keep my Faz tokens? I have all the Faz tokens Is it Faz tokens I entered the simulation with or started the whole situation with? Back to 5. I am down with being back to 5. That's very nice. But also, I'm going to have to stop the stream here. Let's, MOE special conditions. Cool. So I am going to end stream, and there will be a part 2 of this because I would like to continue, and it is very fun. Thank you everyone for stopping by. At least this isn't technically as abrupt of an ending as with my with my security breach stream where I found out I had something and had to go midstream. But anyway, thank you all for coming. I appreciate you all for stopping by, and I hope you all have a nice day. Goodbye. And